Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Black Clover episode 13, and I'm not gonna lie, this entire episode felt like one big missed opportunity, because here's the thing. This episode pretty much marks the end of the first mini filler arc in Black Clover, and I gotta say, for an arc named The Wizard King Saw, it was surprisingly underwhelming. I mean, there were decently entertaining bits for sure, but I expected them to kind of expand on that legend we heard about from last episode, where and have the bulk of the story on this episode on the Golden Dawn, basically searching out for basically pretty much basically pretty much, basically doing a little excavation or search for basically the Wizard King. So like just have it sort of an excavation or just kind of an adventure in order to find the Wizard King Saw, because and and maybe through that journey to find the Wizard King Saw, we could definitely see some interesting characters, a lot more interesting character interactions from basically the people of the Golden Dawn, and and even maybe Salim, because like and maybe even Salim and do could find some kind of common ground with each other, but like instead what they chose to focus on with this episode was basically the kidnapping plot, which which is the kidnapping plot of I think it was Sister Lily, but like yeah, it's one of those things where you have a title called The Wizard King Saw, and you don't, and you do give us a bit of a background and history on it in the first episode, but the second episode there isn't even anything to do with it. So it's yeah, it just felt like one big missed opportunity, to be honest with you. Uh, Now, having said, I really think that there could have been some interesting character interactions even more interesting character interactions between and Salim, and just and the entire Golden Dawn. But yeah, they didn't focus on that, so a little crusty on that, I guess. Now, having said that, this episode did make me ask one very important question. What is William Vangeance planning? Because obviously the man has very big ambitions and resources in order to be able to cut through the kind of red tape that would be able to get a royal family arrested. Like, I guess combine that with his title of being the man closest to becoming the next Wizard King. I I imagine the man has very similar beliefs to the current Wizard King Julius, but on a bit of a darker scale. I imagine just the way he definitely has the he definitely has the sort of he definitely does have the aura of sort of an Avenger, but almost an Avenger in the sense where he just wants to do he just wants to do good in the best way. He just wants to do good, and he's not afraid to he's not afraid to show it. But I guess and he's not afraid to in order to go against anyone in order to make his beliefs and ideals a reality. One thing I will give him credit for, though, is that, and the one thing I definitely respect him for, though, is that he does understand that no one should have immunity from the law, be they commoner or noble. Like, I think to William, basically everyone who commits a crime pretty much deserves to be punished. I don't think there's anyone exempt from his whole watchful gaze in that. I think he definitely believes that everyone who commits a crime should definitely be punished. So yeah, I definitely got to give him that. I respect him for that for sure. Uh, so and like I said, I feel this whole episode it was it was tedious, but it did provide some development for Klaus, because in that whole scenario where Sister Yuno got captured, we of course know Yuno would go after the sister, but the one thing I was thinking in this episode, especially about Klaus, after he told Yuno that they need to continue their mission, is, dude, you practically told him, you practically preached to him when he first came to the Golden Dawn of the duties of a Golden Knight, and now you're preaching that you need to continue your mission, like over saving a citizen. Like, practice what you preach, dude. And preach and got kidnapped, and you're gonna a citizen of the Clover Kingdom got kidnapped, and you ignore that shit. I mean, really, dude. I mean, I guess it was kind of predictable that in the end he and Mimosa would show up to save Sister Lily, but it still was good to see there was, and I will admit, definitely through that, it was good to see there was more to Klaus than a stuffy and stuck up four eyes and whatnot. So yeah, Will admit is as if he was about his initial refusal. I'm like, okay, you definitely proved you definitely got more guts than I give you credit for. Uh, and honestly, like I said, the more predictable part of this episode was the whole attacks, was Celine being behind the attacks the whole time. Although I do have to admit, as annoying as the plot was, it was kind of funny in the end to see Celine act like a salty fuckboy in this episode after his whole plan was what was basically revealed. Especially when you see his mouth being gagged by that flower magic, and especially when Sister Lee sucker punched him with her water magic. Like, yeah, like it's one of those things where, as even though this was filler, I do hope this man actually does learn something when he returns to the canon. But I doubt it. But like I said, like and it's the beginning. And I said in the beginning that there was just so much potential for pretty much this, so much more potential for this episode. But I feel it was a little wasted. And okay, I have to ask: does Wizard King Julius enjoy acting like a giant troll? Because we see him pulling pretty much a similar, if not the exact same stunt he did with Asta, only this time it's with And I mean, I guess he does this to test the merits of the new recruits that will be serving him. But when you realize himself, was like, really, bro, again, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously. But yeah, it's like, really, bro, really, like, Julius, you are just one massive troll, and for some reason, I love it. Like, you definitely, I guess he does. Yeah, I love Julius, honestly. Like, Julius is, aside from Julius has been the one of the more entertaining characters in this series so far. But yeah, guys, that's my review. I guess if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.